These are the secrets that the 1% use to gain and stay in power. The people that reach the highest levels of success and power are trained in the art and science of dark psychology. And dark psychology is made up of three main traits referred to as the dark triad. And these three traits are narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism. Now, generally, these are seen as negative traits, but I believe that they can be positive when used in the proper context. So, for example, let's take narcissism. Okay, a narcissist is somebody that has an inflated sense of self-worth. So these are people who feel like they're superior to others. They feel like they're better than other people. Now, on one level, this can be a toxic negative trait. But on another level, you have to think like that in order to become highly successful. Like me, bro, I feel like I'm the best of all time. I feel like it's nobody doing content that's fucking with me. But this is my opinion. I don't go around shouting this and telling other people how great I am. No, it's an internal belief that I have internalized and I have actualized within myself. If you talk to anybody that is a high performer, they will tell you that they're the best. If you talk to Floyd Mayweather, LeBron James, Kobe, Michael Jordan, anybody that performs at a super high level, they will tell you that they are the best. No questions asked. And you must have this type of mentality if you want to be highly successful. Now, people may call you arrogant. People may call you cocky. People may say that you're a bad person. But guess what? Once you're successful, none of that shit matters. The only thing that really matters is results. People will dislike you even if you're the nicest, most calm, most helpful and kind person. So you can never remove other people's thoughts about you. The only thing you can do is focus on yourself and become the best version of you that you can be. So narcissism is not necessarily a bad thing. I would rather be a fucking narcissist than be somebody that is humble, passive, docile, and doesn't know their true power. So you have to learn how to use these traits in a healthy way to benefit you, but you have to balance it and not go too far with it. See, if you're overconfident, but you can't prove and back up what you're talking about, then it's arrogance. Then it's just pure narcissism that can't be validated. Now, if you can show and prove results, that's not necessarily narcissism. That's just somebody that believes in themselves and that's highly confident. Look at somebody like Ye. Look at somebody like a Jay-Z. They will all tell you that they're the best and they will not shy away from it. And it's only the people that think like this that usually reach the highest levels of success. So that's narcissism. Now let's move on to psychopathy. Now, psychopaths have two great qualities that allow them to gain a lot of power. And those qualities are they have no fear and they have no remorse. So you have to understand that being a psychopath means that you have a certain imbalance in your brain that causes you to think totally different from the normal person. So a lot of the world leaders throughout history, a lot of people that are political figures, a lot of people that are cult leaders, a lot of people that are just super powerful and successful, they're all psychopaths. Because psychopaths, for one thing, they are not afraid to take major risk. The average person will not take risk that they feel like can potentially harm them or put them into danger. But a psychopath don't give a fuck. And that's their greatest power, but also their greatest weakness. Like I said, you have to learn how to balance these things. I'm not telling you to just be a fucking psychopath like me, because I'm thrown off. I've been through some things in my life that has broken my psyche and forced me to evolve as a person and go to a certain depth within my mind that most people will never go to. But psychopaths have something that the average person can learn from, and that's the lack of fear and the lack of remorse. See, a psychopath can cut somebody's head off and not even feel no emotion about it, because these are people that have low levels of neuroticism. The average person is very, very neurotic. And neuroticism just means that they're very emotional, even about minor things. So a lot of people just don't have it in them to be competitive. They don't have it in them to try to dominate or to try to force their will upon reality. And a lot of things in life come down to your willpower. How hard are you willing to go to make your dreams become a reality? Most people are not willing to put in a lot of work. Most people will just take, the traditional safe path. But the psychopath is like, fuck it, nigga, I'm willing to rob a bank. I'm willing to do criminal activity. I don't give a fuck. The only thing I care about is my goal being accomplished. And this is another good trait that psychopaths have. They are very one-track minded and very, very locked in and focused. They have laser-like focus for the things that they want to achieve, because when you're a psychopath, like I said, you don't give a fuck about, you know, what happens. You don't give a fuck about consequences. You only give a fuck about what you're trying to accomplish. So these people are extremely, extremely dangerous. And I'm gonna keep it real. The top 1% of people that run shit are all psychopaths, but also the bottom 1%, just the people that we see out here that's just robbing, killing, shooting, just extremely violent, people that have like bad tempers. A lot of these people are psychopaths. But see, there's low level psychopaths, and then there's higher level psychopaths that are able to use their intelligence, their intellect, their charm, and their wit to get to certain levels in life. So a lot of psychopaths are extremely charming. They're extremely charismatic. And this is another thing that makes them extremely dangerous, because when a lot of people think of psychopaths, they just think of a crazy person that's just out here just doing wild shit, when that's really not how psychopaths move. A lot of psychopaths are very, very nice. They're very well spoken, and you won't even be able to tell that they're a psychopath until it's too late. So the third and final and my personal favorite aspect of the triad is Machiavellianism. And this is basically the art of deception. If you ever read the book, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, this explains Machiavellianism. If you read the book 48 Laws of Power, this also explains Machiavellianism. Basically, it's the art of deception. It's the art of manipulation. It's about knowing how to manipulate reality to your benefit. So a true Machiavellian, you'll never know their true intentions. They're very good at appearing to be a certain way, but then being the total opposite without you even knowing. So once again, people that are very, very good at Machiavellianism are political figures, right? Politicians, because they get up on stage and they tell people everything they want to hear. They tell them the lies. They make it sound good. They know how to speak well, but most of the time they never follow up on the things that they promise. And this is a core tenet and principle of Machiavellianism. These people will lie. These people will tell you what you want to hear. These people will appear to be exactly what you want and then stab you in the back when you least expect it. These people are extremely dangerous, and a lot of times you will never even see them coming because they're very, very skilled. You know, a lot of your intelligence, assets, a lot of these people are Machiavellian. And when you can put these three traits together, you are a very, very dangerous and powerful individual. But like I said, you have to be skillful. You have to know how to use these traits in a way to where you don't self-destruct. Because a lot of people that have a lot of dark psychological traits, they end up crashing out and destroying themselves in the end, because for one thing, they burn all their bridges. A lot of these people end up being drug addicts or sex addicts. These people have addictive personalities, and they have an addiction to power. Listen, power is the most addictive drug on the planet. Once you get a taste of power, it's very, very hard to not want more. And this is why a lot of people end up meeting their inevitable doom, because they get so hooked on this power that they want more and more and more, and they're willing to do anything to get it. Very, very, very dangerous. These people will backstab their own best friend, their own family. They don't have any type of morals or any type of filter to what they'll say, do, or act on. So these are the type of people that run the world. And like I say, I'm somebody that studies the dark side, and I'm not afraid of my own dark nature. So I use these traits when I need to, right? I'm gonna keep it real, bro. You got to know when to tell a motherfucking lie. See, people say, oh yeah, always be truthful, always tell the truth. Man, fuck that. That's stupid. We're talking about warfare, psychological warfare. When you're engaging with your enemy, why the fuck would you be truthful? If somebody is trying to manipulate you, why would you be truthful with them? You have to learn how to play this game, and this means that you have to learn on a certain level how to become a motherfucking savage. You can't be this weak, passive person like, oh yeah, I don't want to, lie. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to, manipulate people. Well, guess what? You'll never have power. Sorry. Nigga, do you want to be powerful? Do you want to be successful? Do you want to be rich or not? Now, if you don't, hey, I respect it. I respect people who just accept their humble role in life and just live regular. But me, I can't do it, bro. I would literally rather not live than live and be powerless. I just can't do it, bro. I could never just accept living a normal, regular life. I would just rather not be on the planet. But like I said, I'm a fucking psychopath. So the way that my mind works is very, very extreme. And I have a lot of conflicting thoughts. I just know how to balance this shit and not become a victim to my own mind. Because a lot of people are victims of their own mind, and they don't even understand that there are dark forces and entities that's working through them that they're not conscious of. But that's going to do it for this video, man. If you found this helpful, useful, interesting, or if you found any type of value from it, please leave me a like. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you want me to talk about. And until next time, man, peace.